The extraordinary island of Santorini in the Southern Aegean is on the eastern chunk of a collapsed caldera. Its villages have whitewashed cave houses with blue doors carved in tears at the top of menacing dark cliffs. These west-facing settlements like Oie, Fira, and Imerovigli enjoy front-row views of one of the world's most beautiful sunsets. In summer, their tavernas fill up long before the sun slips behind Nea Kameni and Therasia in the caldera. There's ancient history at Akrotiri, abandoned in the 2nd millennium BC before the cataclysmic eruption blew the ancient island into pieces. Today we share the top 10 best things to do in Santorini so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. Starting with number 10, Oie. Perched over the northern rim of the caldera is the village of Oie, possibly the most charming on Santorini and the best place to watch the sun go down. Oie has Santorini's signature cave houses, bored from the rock and arranged amphitheater-like in vertical rows. In the 19th century, Oie flourished thanks to a fleet of merchant ships that sailed as far as St. Petersburg. The captains of these ships built some of the village's finest houses, boasting Venetian-inspired architecture and excellent views of the caldera. At number 9 is the ancient Thera. This settlement was founded in the 9th century BC on a ridge on Mesa Vuno Mountain, long after the explosive eruption, and was inhabited for the next 800 years. The ruins were first explored in 1896 by the German Friedrich Hiller von Geertringen and then again twice in the second half of the 20th century. Hike up the twisting path from the coastal villages of Kamari or Perissa, or catch a taxi, to inspect the relics of ancient houses, the agora, the stoa, which has rows of Doric columns in place, and the Roman-era theater from the 2nd century AD. At number 8, Red Beach. Located less than a mile southwest of ancient Akrotiri, this beach earns its name from its towering red cliffs and dark sand. Travelers say the scenery is stunning. Be sure to bring a camera to take photos of the stark contrast between the brick-red cliffs and the aquamarine water. While the water may look tempting to dip your toes in, travelers strongly suggest choosing a different shoreline as the site of your beach day. At number 7, Imerovigli. On the road from Thera to Oie, Imerovigli is a listed traditional settlement, which means there are strenuous guidelines about the new development. Those low, whitewashed cyclotic houses are lined up in a bowl along the caldera's rim at its highest point. Many are cave dwellings carved from the cliff. And if that sounds primitive, many of these properties are exquisitely decorated boutique hotels. Imerovigli approximately translates to "day lookout" and comes from when pirates threatened Santorini. At number 6 in our list, Skaros Rock. You can pick up a walking trail to this conical headland in the caldera at Imerovigli. Skaros Rock was the most important of medieval Santorini's 5 Venetian fortified settlements and once had hundreds of houses. Skaros was virtually impregnable in medieval times, surrounded on 3 sides by cliffs. Its end came in the 17th century when it had to be abandoned after a series of earthquakes caused by the eruption of the Colombo volcano underwater. Its stone was recycled for other buildings, but you can still find faint ruins along the path. At number 5, Megalochori. Set away from the edge of the caldera, the picture-perfect village of Megalochori is less frequented by tourists even though it could claim to be Santorini's wine capital. There are vineyards around the village and a couple of wineries to visit within seconds. The core of Megalochori is a tangle of cobblestone lanes walled by Santorini's classic whitewashed houses with blue-painted doors and bougainvillea blossoms. At number 4, Pyrgos. The highest village on Santorini, Pyrgos, has far-reaching views in all directions. At the top of the settlement, above the scurrying alleys and passages, is the Castelli, one of Santorini's 5 Venetian castles. This fortification was an inland retreat from pirates, while the tight alleys below were designed to confuse attackers. The castle is in ruins, but this only adds to its beauty, while there's a memorial at the entrance remembering the island's inhabitants killed in the Second World War. At number 3 in our list, Amoudi Bay. In OIA, there's a stairway with 350 steps leading down to the water at the tiny port of Amoudi Bay. This is the difficult way to descend to Amoudi Bay, but there's also a zigzagging road. At the bottom is a huddle of whitewashed houses. People go down mainly for a fresh perspective of the caldera and OIA from below, but also for the best fish and seafood tavernas on the island, all with the waves lapping near your feet. At number 2, Nea Kameni. Most tourist boats will moor at this island in the middle of the caldera for you to come ashore. Nea Kameni was born on the back of repeated eruptions of ash and andesite lava, and the Roman historian Cassius Dio made an early reference to the island. It has grown larger after 4 eruptions in the last 400 years, including 2 in the 20th century. Rising to 130 meters at the island's center is a crater with steaming vents on the slope and the scent of sulfur in the air. You'll take a path through this lunar landscape decked with red succulent plants in the summer. Check out the number 1 places in our list, Perissa Beach. Looking at photos of Santorini, you're sure to see this black volcanic sandy beach on the island's south coast. The beach and its village lying at the foot of the enormous rock, Mesa Vuno, home of ancient Thera. From here, the beach curls gently for 7 kilometers and has long columns of palm sunshades and sun loungers. When the sun is shining, the sea is clear, and the moderate surf and shallow gradient mean that non-swimmers can hold their own. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite things to do in Santorini? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.